This is Lynn Griffer, who is the Vice President of McLaren Foundation. Lynn, good to see you again.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks for having me today.
Well, there's always good news happening at McLaren. And so I'm wondering what's the latest with the foundation?
Well, we are just getting ready to publicize our 2021 event calendar, starting with our Jack Breslin golf outing, which is going to be May 26th at Hawk Hollow and Eagle Eye, as usual. And then later in the summer, on August 27th, we're going to have our very fun McLaren Loves Lansing event. This will be the third year. The first year it was held at Lansing Brewing Company. We had over 600 attendees. 2020, a little different, but we did pivot to having a small gathering with a large drive-through component. Yeah. And you were there.
It was amazing, Lynn. I loved it.
Yeah, we had such great feedback with the drive-through component of the event, which is what we chose to do because of COVID, that we're adding that this year, and we're going to have both. So you can get a ticket and you can come to Lansing Brewing Company and join hopefully 600 or 700 other people, or you can do like you did this past year and drive through and still get to see the entertainment and get all the food to take home. So whatever works best for you and your family this year, we're going to accommodate. So I'm excited about that. And then we have a new event in October. I worked with you last year to do a small virtual cocktail contest. But we're feeling hopeful that in October we'll be able to get people together, and we are going to have an in-person cocktail contest at the Lansing Country Club. We're going to have lots of local mixologists that will kind of cook up their own signature cocktail, and attendees will be able to taste samples of all of those cocktails and vote for their favorites. And there's going to be entertainment and tons of fun prizes and food. So something new and fun, I think, for the fall this year.
You know, you have so many events that happen during the course of the year. So how else does the foundation support McLaren Greater Lansing?
Well, in 2019, we kicked off our Campaign for Care, which is a $10 million capital campaign to support the new hospital campus, which is slated to open, believe it or not, about 1 year, or will be finished about 1 year from now in January of 2022. And that $10 million will really touch every part of the hospital, the acute care hospital, the cancer center, the outpatient center. Philanthropy really provides a lot of the touches that you just can't fit into a budget of a project that size. So we feel that $10 million is a vital component to the project. We are over $4 million towards our goal, which is great. And I would really encourage anyone who, a business or individual that wants to get involved. It's a once in a lifetime project that's going to have a positive impact on the health of mid-Michigan really for generations. So please reach out to the foundation and we can show you some unique naming opportunities and donor recognition areas of the hospital that I think you'll really love.
So besides the new hospital, what other ways does the foundation help McLaren?
So the McLaren Foundation makes grants to hospital departments throughout the entire year. They may request a piece of equipment or some new technology, again, something that just couldn't get into their budget. And we're able to fund that to the tune of several $100,000 a year. Wow. Most of those grants have a direct impact on patient care. And then we also do a lot of other things for our employees, like scholarships. We have a financial assistance fund for employees that find themselves in difficult financial hardships, educational programming. We provide financial assistance to cancer patients that need help with maybe groceries or gas to get back and forth to treatment. So the $10 million hospital project is a big part of what we're doing, but we're helping the hospital every day, all year round. And we have such a passion for doing that.
That's amazing, Lynn. Do you have any positive memories or maybe good stories that happened last year that you want to share?
Wow, we all need some of those, don't we?
We do.
Especially this last year that just went by. I do. I guess I'd love to start off with a story about a gift that came to the capital campaign, the Campaign for Care. And it was a joint gift from Sarah Dolan and April Klobus. They are the CFO and CEO of MSU FCU, respectively. Sarah is on the foundations board, and April is on the hospital board. And in addition to being instrumental in MSU FCU making a gift to the campaign, they both personally wanted to donate. And so they decided to combine their gifts, totaling $50,000, so that they could name a conference room after two of Sarah's sisters who passed away at 23 and 30. And so one of the things I love about working in healthcare is how often you see difficult, kind of tragic times that can be turned into such a positive and hopeful message. And so them honoring their loved one this way, I think loved ones this way, it's just a very powerful part of philanthropy throughout the hospital. And oftentimes donors are a little reluctant to put their names on a building or a room, but I always encourage them to do so because it sparks the idea in others. Like, oh, I could make a gift in memory of my husband or my grandma that will help the hospital and leave a legacy.
And help more people too.
That's right.
Lynn, what have you seen at the hospital in the last 9 months since the pandemic started?
Well, two things that I have noticed, maybe I didn't pay enough attention to before all of this started. One is there's a special kind of person that works in healthcare. Yeah. And I have seen people who have picked up shifts. We had McLaren Greater Lansing staff that were actually going to McLaren Flint when they were in dire need during the peak of COVID. People working overnight. I've seen people sitting with family members well past their shifts. Just an outpouring of compassion and care that I know is always there, right. But I guess I noticed it more now. And the other thing I would say is the way our community has supported our caregivers. The notes, the phone calls, the signs, the food, it's meant everything.